On today's episode of Megadad's Live, we're reacting to the Resident Evil trailer from Sony Pictures. We're deep diving into the world of Pragmata, and we've got an all-new segment celebrating the upcoming sweet releases. Now let's start the show.
Look who decided to show.
That is the baddest motherfucking shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Quit changing the subject!
Megadad's Live is a mature-rated podcast. It's for the Megadads, the Mega Moms, but not the Mega Kids. So put on those earmuffs and let's go!
You think you could just waltz back in here? For those of you who've been listening over the month of April,
we're sorry.
You're about to witness the peaceful transition of power.
Yeah.
Adam took a little sabbatical, and I was creating Megadad's content with the rest of the team. And, Adam took a little break, and now he's back.
I was worried we were going to have like a January 6th kind of transition. I was worried you were going to try to hold on to power by any means necessary. But then I realized we don't have nearly that many listeners. So...
we're fighting over a hill of beans is what we're fighting over. Yeah.
I got myself a glass of milk.
Oh my God. Here we go. I need the full story, all details.
And
what are we talking here? 2% whole
1%
almond.
I'm like in the middle, right? Like when I was younger, I was 2%. And I know a lot of people swear by skim, right? I can't. There was a pussy behind you there.
Oh, I got a new cat.
Does he like milk?
Yeah, I mean, I just met him.
Anyway, no, I'm right in the middle, right? I'm not extreme either which way. But I bring this up because you ever just like understand vegans? You know what I mean? Like you just get where they're coming from. Because really, everything that we get from animals that we eat, if you think too hard about it, it's horribly disgusting. Milk, eggs.
I was just trying to think. Honestly, I was like, "Oh, what is milk?" And then I was thinking, "Oh, it's the jism." I'm like, "No, that's not right." I'm like, "Let me tap into my adult brain." I'm like, "Oh, that's the pee," and I'm like, "Wait, that's not the adult brain yet. That's something else."
Just like 2% and whole. It's somewhere between the jism and the pee.
It's the lactation from the tight.
Yeah.
Now I remember. I'm so bad at science. Anyway, continue your milk story.
Well, it's not just milk. It's more just like food from animals. I'm a big anti-fish person. I can't get over the idea of eating fish.
Yeah, I'm not a fish person.
Just the whole like what's more gross than like a stagnant puddle of water, right? Like nothing. It's just full of dirt and grime and shit. And then you think of the ocean or a lake. These fish are just like swimming in their neighbor's pee and poo, and they're eating it. They're like inhaling it. And then we pluck these things out of their aquatic home and we eat them.
Did you just refer to the ocean as stagnant?
Well, I mean, it's a big body of water that's been there forever. And it's full of millions of fish and lots of garbage. Don't forget all the garbage and the oil. All the fucking, it's just full of stuff.
You liken a stagnant puddle to the oceans of the planet Earth. Do not come here for science advice, everybody.
It's just a difference of scale. It's like bath water, right? I can't take baths because you're just like swimming in your own like filth.
We sound like that health secretary. We sound like that health secretary, like Kennedy. And I used to suck like fucking penguins off or whatever the hell he comes out and says. Everyone.
Well, can you imagine somebody taking me out of the bathtub and eating me?
That is.
Anyway, I'm back.
Ooh, hot take time.
I'm back, and I want to discuss a recent news item which has me a little bit triggered.
Here we go.
Not that long ago, Sony Pictures and Zach Kreger unveiled their trailer for the Resident Evil movie. We've gotten a lot of Resident Evil movies over the years. None of them have been good. We had really bad Paul Anderson Resident Evil movies. I think there was like 47 of those with Mila Jovovich.
I saw it in 3D, some of those.
I'm sorry. We had that god awful, I think it was called Welcome to Raccoon City, or Resident Evil Back to Raccoon City or something, which was extremely faithful to the games. It had like all the characters in it. It was everything that people didn't like about the old movies, but it was somehow even worse. And then there's a bunch of animated shit, like CG animated shit on Netflix, which is enjoyable to a degree, but kind of, not good either. Here we have horror mastermind Zach Kreger, who's coming in and he's telling a fresh tale in the Resident Evil universe, putting his own spin on it. And people are shitting all over this trailer because it doesn't look like Resident Evil. Now, first of all, this is a teaser trailer, so it's like a minute and a half. So you're not going to get much of an impression about this thing in a minute and a half, other than looks really cool. It's Zach Kreger. It's Resident Evil. Second of all, Resident Evil is a storied franchise that spans decades and is many different things. Resident Evil itself has gone through many different iterations and changed in a lot of different ways. So what is Resident Evil? I am fucking pumped for this movie. I am so excited. Zach Kreger is a fucking genius. Barbarian is amazing. Weapons is amazing. This dude is a self-proclaimed Resident Evil superfan. He knows what he's doing. I'm very excited about it, and I cannot get over the fact that some of these fans of Resident Evil are being such super babies about this. I know that you have removed yourself from online discourse. You are healing your brain by staying off of the socials. But I want to get your impression of the Resident Evil trailer that we just got like a week or two ago. Are you excited? You love Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm like at the end of Requiem right now. See, that's the thing about Requiem too. It's like every Resident Evil is changing Resident Evil. Like they take swings, it's like here's action, here's like camp, here's some real like deep dive horror stuff. I think we have to stop putting franchises in a box, because the truth is, as much as we want things to stay true to the source material and not change too much, there are those complaints that happen when things aren't changed up enough. And it's like, well, this is the same thing, or this isn't interesting, So I get both ways. My initial reaction to the trailer was negative because I could see immediately what this was. It's like, oh, this is my take. And that could be a hit or miss. Let's be real. That sometimes it works out. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it doesn't. And the fans, that reaction is so like expected, because it's like, we want the true to the source material. That's the initial reaction. This isn't Resident Evil. It's not true, blah, blah, blah. What worried me, well, I was happy to see, that he had worked at those famed franchises. Like I hear great things about Weapons.
Oh, it's so good.
Though I haven't seen it. The thing is, though, did you see that quote? What's worrying me was like, oh, there's not actually like zombies in the movie, is like the quote that came out. Did you see that one?
Yeah, he said that he said that the movie is mostly not zombies. He said that there's zombies in it, but that's not like his focus. He wants to focus in on the weird fucking mutant,
the monsters.
The monsters, yeah. Which again, Resident Evil monsters have run the gamut from everything from giant spiders and snakes, evil birds, all the way
Giants.
to the thing that has me so excited is that one shot in the trailer of the open door.
Yeah, that was the best shot.
And the corpses are like fingers of something massive, and they wrap to the inside. Yeah, oh my God,
that is weird. It's gonna look weird, and it's gonna look like, and that's cool. I mean, that weird. It actually gave me honestly Silent Hill vibes when I saw that. I was like, that seems like a Silent Hill thing. If the guy was given leeway and he's a fan, then I'll reserve judgment. But to me, I was hoping for like a zombie, like, I guess grounded is like a bad word to use, but like I was hoping for a Raccoon City. Where are they? Like, he seems to be in like Alaska or like kind of like one of those middle of nowhere places.
It is Raccoon City, but
no way.
He is obviously taking creative liberty in the fact that it's winter when the outbreak happens. But his explanation is this is the Raccoon City outbreak. So this, in theory, is happening parallel to Claire and Leon and all that stuff that's happening in Resident Evil 2 and 3. But it's its own take on that. But yeah, it is the outbreak. So you can see there are flashes of zombies in the trailer. There's this part where like he's in this room and he's barricading the door and there's all these bloody hands like slapping the door. So like that is going to be there. But I have so much faith in this dude. If anybody is concerned and they haven't seen Barbarian or Weapons, I highly encourage you to watch it because that's some of the finest horror that I've seen in a long time. And man, Resident Evil is such an evolving, someone would say mutating franchise. I'm all for a fresh take on it, as long as it's coming from such high pedigree, which clearly this is. It releases September 18th. I'm very excited.
You're going to see it in theaters, front row.
Absolutely, I will be there day one.
It could be good. I mean, and if it is good, like a Resident Evil, like, you know, where they keep going with it, like there's so much potential with that franchise, seriously.
And it deserves so much more than it's gotten, as far as it's had a lot of adaptations to film and television. They had that one season of the Netflix series. There was multiple movies.
Oh, yeah.
Resident Evil deserves it. I mean, it's such a strange thing to have such a prolific and successful video game franchise just not able to figure it out on the big screen. You know, it's so inspired by movies. So I think this is it. I really do. I think this is going to be the one that works. We're going to take a quick break before we start talking about our game this week. It's not just any kind of break. It's a snack break. We're throwing it now to our friends at the Snack Network for a Megadad snack break.
I hate Cool Ranch. It's the freaking worst flavor in the stupid world.
It's the best thing in the world, and this is Spicy Ranch Dynamitas by Doritos.
You know what? I love Dynamitas so much. Legitimately.
They have a dynameter at the bottom, which is interesting. This is mild.
God.
I want an extra hot version of these. That'd be really intense.
They're Cool Ranch.
They get hot ranch.
I kind of want it to be hot ranch. That sounds gross. Why did I say that?
You want some microwaved ranch?
Hot ranch.
So hot. They just smell like Cool Ranch.
Yeah, really. Different. Oh, God. Oh.
But you love Dynamitas. Remember that.
I know.
Remember, it's just a Dynamita.
But it might just be a different shape covered in Cool Ranch.
That's true, but just remember, it's going to be okay. You will survive.
Make it spicy. Make me hot ranch. Cheers.
It does have a little tingle.
A little bit.
I like it.
You know what? I like it better than I like Cool Ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, but that aftertaste.
It has a nice little depth of flavor because of the little tingle you get. It makes it interesting.
I think it's a much more complex flavor than a regular Cool Ranch Dorito.
Agreed. It also has a lot more texture because Cool Ranch is like you chew it, kind of turns to mush, it's gone. This stays crunchier longer because it's a Dynamita.
Yeah, the twist is good. I still like the lime ones better.
I don't remember the lime ones.
I buy those all the time. They're so good.
Almost has like a little numbing on the tongue.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Dynamitas are a sleeper. They are underrated in the snack world.
I might pick this up if I find it, to be honest. These are nice.
You only found this at one local convenient gas station store? I'm not going to go out and get another bag of these, but Curtis sounds like he might.
Yeah, if you like Cool Ranch Doritos, I would definitely recommend it.
Thank you for tuning in to this Megadad Snack Break on the Snack Network, where we taste new things almost every single day.
So you don't have to.
Play us out, Adam.
Stay spicy, Adam!
The place to be for Megadad socials is the Megadads Discord, where you can engage with your favorite Megadads as well as other friends of the Megadads every single day in our stress-free and welcoming social space. When you're a member of our Discord, you will get alerts for all of our content drops, so you never have to miss a review, a podcast, or a hot take. Partake in our fun weekly Megadads holidays like Waluigi Wednesday and Final Fantasy Sunday. Megadads Discord is fun, free, and follows you wherever you go. Join us today and become part of the conversation. I'm hungry. I think I need some more milk.
That is like I haven't had a glass of milk ever. Like
I just ate a donut. So I needed a glass of milk with my donut.
Yeah. Again, I've not had a glass of milk I know I haven't, because I know I wouldn't be able to stomach just drinking a glass of milk. Like, it's just so.
I assume you're a coffee and donut guy, right? Are you a coffee guy?
I drink black coffee all the time, so no cream, no sugar.
No cream.
The only milk I'm getting is if I occasionally eat like cereal, or if I like put it in some like oatmeal or something. I'm not getting any milk. I got no D in me. I should really get the D in me.
Let's talk about Pragmata.
I'm counting on you, kiddo.
Roger that.
Pragmata is an action-adventure game from Capcom. Speaking of Capcom, it's available on all major consoles and PC. This is a game that Antonio earlier in the year said was one of his mostly anticipated titles. I know you tried the demo and you weren't very impressed. It didn't click with you in some fame or fashion.
Yeah, I played on the Switch. I also played it on PC, the demos, and like just the initial graphics on the Switch. It was like, okay, this can't happen. This is not
not
so
the place
good.
for it, huh?
Yeah, because one of the things that excited me about it is like, great, a visual showcase game. Because every once in a while, graphics people like me want a game that looks like really good, really sharp, really interesting, and that can do a lot for a game in my book. Like, carry it. But the mini game where you're simultaneously like aiming and doing a puzzle is, I was like, this is okay, but maybe it's because I'm not a puzzle person. Like, someone explained it to me like, oh, it builds tension because, you know, they're coming at you, so like it's almost like a hint of Resident Evil, where it's like, this is the tension, you have to, you know, ideally solve this puzzle and try to hit the nodes, and and then that's how you'll survive. I don't know, it just didn't click with me, and the weapons didn't feel good, at least in the demo. What did you think of the game, Adam? Is it worth the time? Is it worth the money? Is it a Capcom classic?
I'm gonna first explain that hook, which is really the meat. I feel like there's two very distinct things that make Pragmata special and unique. So first is the combat, which you were just alluding to, and the way that the combat works. You are essentially controlling two characters at once. You are controlling Hugh, which is this giant armored buff astronaut guy who's got the weapons. He's got machine guns and rocket launchers and shotguns and laser rifles. You get all sorts of cool weapons. But then you are joined by an android named Diana, who basically piggybacks on you the entire game. And Diana's role in the combat is not to shoot, but it is to hack the enemies, who are all robots. All of the enemies in Pragmata are robots. And the way this works is you aim like a traditional shooter. You hold down the left trigger button, and it brings up your aiming reticule as well as this hacking puzzle, which is a grid-like puzzle that has all sorts of nodes on it, which can either help you if you cross over them or hurt you if you cross over them. And you're trying to get from point A to point B, which is like this big glowing green tile. And once you get to the green tile, you hack the enemy and you expose their weaknesses. And you
do like a little maze. It's like,
it's a maze.
To the end,
yeah, it's a maze.
Get to the end, hit the points along the way, avoid the traps in a little grid. Does the grid get bigger?
The grid gets bigger and more complicated.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
They add different elements to this. You navigate the grid with the face buttons. So I'm playing on PlayStation, so triangle moves you up, circle moves you right, square moves you left, and X moves you down. Yes, I said X. It's not cross. I stand firm on that. But the cool thing about it, which you talked about, which I don't think clicked with you, is you're controlling both simultaneously. So you can aim and shoot with your right trigger while also navigating the maze with the face buttons. And it can just absolutely mess with your brain. Depending on how far away the enemy is, you feel a little bit more relaxed and you're able to do it more at your own pace. If the enemy is really close or launching projectiles at you, you have to do it really fast and it can be really tense. And your brain is being pulled in like two different directions at the same time. It's kind of like playing piano. Your right hand's got to be doing one thing. Your left hand's got to be doing another. If it does it successfully, you got a song. And that's what the combat in Pragmata is. It can be very intense, very rewarding. You do level up the grid, the hacking nodes, and you get more weapons. So it keeps getting more and more fresh and more interesting. And for me, it works. I really enjoy it. The other thing that Pragmata is special about is the relationship between Hugh and Diana. This game is all about parenting, which really works for me. You make the protagonists in a video game a father and son duo, Last of Us, whatever. That works for me on an emotional level and a story-based level. The characters meet at the outset of the game, and as you progress, you become more bonded to this little girl that you find. You're teaching her about the world. The game takes place on a moon base, so you're on the moon for the entire game, and you're explaining to Diana about Earth. Once we get out of here, I'll take you home to planet Earth, and this is what it's like. This is what water is. This is what a sunset is.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, he's teaching her about life. And because this game is all about like robots, and you're on the moon, and you're talking to this little girl, it is very PG. You might not think that from a Capcom action game with giant robots trying to kill you, but like there's no swearing, there's no blood and guts because all the enemies are robots. So really, it's a sweet and kind of tender story amidst all this really cool, over-the-top sci-fi action, and it's just so different to see something like that. All the lessons and the conversations you have, you essentially level up your relationship with this robot the more you interact with her.
Would it be a spoiler to ask about why there is a small girl robot? Because you have these other robots that are like, they look like robots, but then there's this android looking, human looking girl.
Yeah.
Like, is she like why is she there on the moon?
So the game opens up where Hugh is a part of this recon mission to this moon base. You have multiple people with you. You're going there. I think you're going there to like repair something on the station. It's very Dead Space, right? So the game opens up where you're going to
Love Dead Space. Yeah.
You expect there to be all sorts of scientists and people there. You get there, nobody's around because the robots and the AI overlord that like runs the base, they've all gone rogue. They've all gone crazy. So all the people are gone. You get separated from your team, and then you come across Diana, and you think she's just a little girl at first, but then obviously it really soon becomes apparent that she's a robot. They do start, I haven't finished the game yet, but they are slowly starting to unravel the story of who she is, who created her, why she's there. So yes, that is part of the narrative. But yeah, this game it's kind of like Dead Space, right? It's Dead Space without all the horror, without all the monsters and the bloody violence, and it's very GameCube, PS2 coded in the aesthetics. It's kind of like being in an Apple commercial. Everything's white and shiny and clean. The enemies, a lot of them look like the robot from iRobot, the old Will Smith movie. So this game has like a old Capcom feel to it, kind of like a 2000s era Capcom feel to it. You talked about the graphics; they're fine, they're serviceable, but they're not super impressive. Nothing in the world is extremely diverse. You do go to different biomes. There's like
that intrigued me, the biomes. When I saw like a little hint at like, oh, we don't want to spoil it, but here's like the areas change, because like the space stations. Similar with Dead Space, actually, like when the environments is too much looking similar, corridors, metal, glass, lens flare, like, you know what I mean? Lights, like we get it.
It is a lot of that.
Yeah, but it changes a bit then, right?
Yeah, there's like one level that's like a big terrarium. So they simulate a rainforest. It's kind of cool. The walls are like screens.
Nice. I like that.
Like virtual rainforest. There's one area that you go to that is a simulated beach, and you can walk into the water, but it's just a thin layer of hologram, a projection of water. So it's really cool. It's like a simulation of what life on Earth is like. And then he's explaining to Diana this is not really what the ocean is like. Boy, when I take you to see the ocean in real life, you are going to just have your mind blown. So yeah, it's got an interesting aesthetic. The graphics aren't over the top, but it does have really cool, like lots of really cool side quest stuff. You can level up your characters with different outfits and different weapon perks and things like that. So I'm enjoying it. I don't know that it's a 5 out of 5 kind of Capcom classic, but it's a great first step on a brand new IP.
This just goes to show how fried my brain is, because something I've come to realize with these titles is if it's not hitting my dopamine, like with these like roguelike, fill up the bar, instant gratification, low barrier to entry, like if that doesn't happen, I like lose interest like pretty quickly. So it's like, do I want to see a like a spaceman, like gentle parent, an android? I don't know. Like, I do want to shoot laser weapons. Do I want to do a billion like grid puzzles?
Right.
I
The
don't
demo
know.
is very, very good for this game because what you get in that demo, if you don't like that, that's what the game is through and through. If you do like that, they will expand that experience and give you more and refine it and level it up. But you'll know from that demo if you like Pragmata or not. So I encourage people to try it out.
You said that the AI takes over. Are you telling me there could be downsides to AI? Is that what this story they're trying to sell us in this game?
It's
that
possible.
It's far-fetched.
I know. We live in a world right now where AI is just the best thing ever. But this Capcom story is telling us that eventually there could be consequences.
No. Consequences to actions?
I know, ridiculous.
Hey, if you're a fan of Megadads and you'd like to drop us a line, maybe you have some comments on the show, a game that you'd like to suggest that we review, or you just want to tell Antonio how beautiful his eyes look, you can email us anytime at megadadslive@gmail.com.
Well, before we get to the caboose, we have an all-new segment.
No way, a new segment?
An all-new segment to Megadads
new
Live
segment.
called The Sweet Release. Sweet Release. Every week, we're going to tell you about next week's upcoming games. And boy, oh boy, are there some great games on the horizon next week. Starting off with probably the biggest one, Forza Horizon 6. That launches May 19th for Xbox and PC. Very excited for this one. I'm not able to play it, but I'm sure you're going to play Forza, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Horizon series. I've tried to do motorsport and it just didn't click with me. I like the arcadiness.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
With the fun fact with this one is I've not watched any of the videos. So I've tangentially seen on accident a few like seconds, but I've not sat and watched a trailer or a preview or initial impressions or anything. I'm trying to go in like blind. I don't know why.
Do you know where it is? Do you know where this one takes place?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Japan finally.
Yep.
But I have no idea how it's gonna look, and I'm just gonna be impressed, I'm sure. Really, though, the core of the game, I mean, graphics are great. Again, I'm a big fan of when things like look great, but it's really gonna be the presentation and the sense of progression and some of the social stuff. Like, can they grab you? Because that's where they've kind of like, I have room for improvement.
Is this Xbox's biggest franchise?
Sure. What a good question, Adam. You usually don't ask good questions.
I know. I've been gone for a while, so
should I drink 2% or 1% milk today? Those are the type of questions you ask. It's got to be top 5. It may even be top 3. As far as what makes a successful game, it's gonna sell. It's gonna be highly rated. It's an exclusive technically, I guess, if you count PC, Xbox. I thought this was coming to PlayStation, but then I had forgotten for a moment that they're like, oh, we're gonna keep some stuff. Interesting. It's gonna be a big game. I don't know. It's gonna be a big game though.
I'm sure within the next year it'll come, because I think the last Forza Horizon sold just a shit ton on PlayStation. I can't see Xbox giving that up, but hey, they're going through transition. May 20th sees Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core.
Stop.
I know.
Stop the train. I love
a game
Deep
that you're
Rock
excited
Galactic.
about.
Love it. this is a hybrid between the main game, Deep Rock Galactic, and then Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, which is the roguelike top-down. And they're like, what if we did a combination of that together in one game? I'm a huge fan. Can't wait.
May 21st, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. This is another side-scrolling Yoshi game that has an artistic aesthetic. That's kind of the Yoshi games thing now, is it's either going to be clay or yarn or a hand-drawn illustration. This one looks like it's a storybook. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is May 22nd. My God, this is a huge week in gaming. You picking up Lego Batman? I mean, that's like 3 games right there that I know you would want to play. And in this economy,
Batman, it's going to be one of the highest selling games of the year.
You think so?
Mark my words, because it's going to get the casuals, it's going to get the Lego fans, it's going to get the Batman fans, it's going to get like it's going to have zeitgeist behind it because the hype around it is very high. It's hitting on everything, and I think it's going to have the right balance of like challenging action and humor and graphics to like really take off. It's coming to the Switch too, late 2026. It's the only one that's not. I was for sure gonna get on Switch. I'm excited for that one. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to get it on PC. Yeah, big miss, huge miss. And
then finally, Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn Edition comes out on Switch 2, also on May 22nd. Just a massive week for gaming. I don't know if I'm getting any early review copies of that. I'm trying for Yoshi, but we'll cover some of those eventually on the podcast as we do. And that sound right there is the caboose, where we give you a recommendation of something outside the world of video games that we think you should try or you might enjoy. I will go first. I'm doing something that I've never done before. I'm excited about the upcoming Avengers Doomsday film that's coming out around Christmas time. So I'm doing my first ever MCU rewatch. Me and the family are going back to the beginning, and we're watching all of the Marvel films in order. We're already on. We just finished Iron Man 3. I think we got Thor: The Dark World next. So we've watched like 5 or 6 of these. And I know a lot of people have superhero burnout. I'm not one of them. I can't get enough of this shit. I love it. But boy, watching those early Iron Man films with Robert Downey Jr. really just reminds you of how fucking iconic he is as that character. I can't wait to see him come back as Doctor Doom. You an MCU fan? Any interest in the Marvel film?
I am an MCU fan, and I was really deep. I think, like most people, I peaked in Endgame.
Yeah.
I was in theaters just having one of those amazing movie moments where everybody was seeing it for the first time, and it was just like fantastic. And they put in the work to build up the individual stories to lead to the crescendo of the team up.
Yep.
Ever since, my confession to you is I have fallen so far behind with Marvel. I have not seen the Ant-Man 3. I have not seen Spider-Man 3. I have not seen the show, like the girl one.
The girl one?
Marvel, Miss Marvel, right? Okay, so here's the problem. Here's what ruined everything. It was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They started the TV shows with a slow burn. I'm not a fan of either of those characters. I said it. Either of them. They brought the worst team up together, and they're like, oh, they could carry a show. And it was just the wrong one to lead in. And that was what, like, I was like, oh, let's sit down, honey. We're going to watch the new Marvel stuff. And they're like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, that was not their best effort. I get it. Like, it's so hard to keep up with all of it, and it's so easy to feel like if you weren't keeping up that, like, how can I ever get into it? I will say, if you are curious at all about getting back into Marvel, but you don't want to get into, like, the thick of Marvel, the Daredevil show on Disney Plus is so fucking good. It's like some of the best Marvel that they've ever done, and it's pretty detached from the rest of the universe. Like, it just stands alone. So yeah, I'm doing an MCU rewatch and I'm having a lot of fun. What is up your caboose?
So my caboose, my recommendation for you all is to never answer a hey, can you possibly take in this cat who needs a forever home? So there are 2 cats in the video version of the show behind me jumping around. This will be, I guess, a new like fun addition for you cat lovers. We had a cat just over the last 3 months, and then we answered a call on social. My wife was like, oh, this cat needs a home, and I was like, yeah, we actually were talking about like the cat could use a playmate. And it turns out it takes a long time to acclimate a cat. This cat's around 6 to a new environment, especially if there's already other cats, other dogs, other animals in the house. So we brought this cat over for a meet and greet. It immediately ran away into under the couch, and it was stood there for like 2 days. So it turned into, okay, well, we talked to the owner and be like, would you be comfortable leaving him here? Like, let's try this slower. And it all worked out. The cats are playing now. The cat has seen the dogs and not like attacked it. So I think we're keeping this cat. So,
you live in a goddamn zoo.
Yeah, it's weird. People who own cats, that they own more than one cat, probably like 90% of the time, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just something that happens. It's almost like socks. Like when you have
Need a pair.
socks, you typically need 2. Typically. Not always. But yeah, it's be careful out there, everybody, with your big hearts trying to save the planet, save the world, save the animals. It's kind of it's a tricky situation. You could end up on Animal Farm like me.
One cat at a time, saving the world. He's his own superhero. I'm watching superheroes. He is one. We're the Mega Dads. We thank you so much for watching this podcast on youtube.com/megadads, or maybe you're listening in your audio podcast feed. Either which way, we thank you for being a part. Make sure you join our Mega Dads Discord. And if you enjoy all of the stuff that we do, you can support us by becoming a booster. Head to patreon.com/megadads and join Megadads Boost for as little as $1 a month. That's it. That's going to do it for the show. I'm back, bitches. We'll see you next week on an all-new Megadads Live.